We don't know Cinderella when she got the beast. He whooped her ass when she was used to be a motherfucker. I mean, that wasn't Cinderella. That was Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey, I am Shawny.
And I'm Melly Mel. Welcome to the unscripted world of Boldly Untitled, the podcast where two untitled best friends of 25 years get real and raw about everything life throws their way.
Join us as we chat about relationships, friendships, sex, parenting, life struggles, and the wild journey of entrepreneurship. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, it is your girl Shawny.
And I'm Melly Mel.
And this is a new episode of Boldly Untitled. And
Hey. I love recording these episodes.
Do you?
It's fun.
It is.
I'm just like talking shit with my Untitled.
It's what we did on the do it on the phone,
Exactly.
and just we sharing it with y'all.
Basically, we set up some cameras
without the screenshots of y'all bullshit.
That's the part that's missing. We're not naming names.
Not,
we just
kicking it.
Yeah.
We giving y'all free gems, free jewels.
Mm-hmm.
This episode is just, as you have seen in this episode, we have been more structured. We have had different segments, and this one is just us straight chilling. You get to know us and how we would act in different scenarios. This episode is bold questions. Okay, we're gonna ask each other bold questions. We have asked bold questions in each episode, and that is a continuous thing. If you have a bold question you want us to ask, feel free to send it in. But we're just about to go back and forth and ask bold questions.
Love that.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Make the first question ask me, do I like your singing?
What? No, that's not a bold question.
It's bold.
No.
Sing is bold.
No, that's weak. Mild, meek, submissive question. I'm asking first. Who asks first?
You can go first.
Okay. What needs to happen for you to fall in love with someone?
I feel like I've only been in love once in my life. And I fell in love as a teenager with him. So I don't know what falling in love as an adult looks like for me. I don't know what that would take for me to fall in love with someone. But I know things that I felt as a teenager that made me fall in love was I felt protected. And that was very important to me. It's still very important to me. It's just the protection is a stronger protection of mentally, physically, and emotionally, and building building trust in me and feeling protected. Like the other people that I felt like I've been close to falling in love with, or that I've been in strong like with, is because they made me feel protected. That I can, depend on them and call on them mentally, physically, things like that. So yeah. Protection is very important for me to fall in love with you, for creating that space for me.
Nice. Okay. Good answer. I got an answer.
Yeah.
Okay. What needs to happen for me to fall in love? I have to feel like you're attentive to me. I have to feel like you give a damn about my well-being and my emotions, and I have to feel like a priority.
Okay.
That's a simple answer, but that's what it is.
How do you feel about joint bank accounts in a relationship?
For me, I'm a fan, like, because I feel like, well, it's okay. This question says in a relationship, which I feel is different than a marriage. So let's draw that difference right there. In a relationship, nah, that's fine. I'll be over here, you be over there. We together, that's cool. If we live in the same place, we split the rent, whatever we're doing. We don't necessarily need joint bank accounts. It's cool if you choose to do that. I'm not against it. I've had a joint bank account with someone that was not necessarily my husband, but I feel like it's very important in a marriage to have that central location for the funds that are dedicated to the family and the house and stuff like that. Because if I'm over here like that's my money and you over there like that's your money, to me it's dumb. Because whatever you're contributing, whatever's coming into the house impacts the whole house. So you acting like that's your money and you're gonna do what you want to do is a direct impact onto what goes on in the house. And I'm not saying you can't have, but you definitely want to have one central thing so you both know, all right, this the bills. To me, it's like a team. So if you don't have a good partnership and your money over there, my money over there, and I don't know what's going on with your money, you don't know what's going on with my money, how we running this thing? So for me, I feel like it just makes sense just on a day-to-day operational basis to have a centralized location for the family money.
Okay, so you can still have individual
Absolutely.
accounts, but so with that question, just I agree. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely agree that I feel like, and I feel like you. So I see a lot of people doing joint bank accounts, and when they're living in, um, living together now too,
Mm-hmm.
for putting people on your insurance, because if you can prove that you live together and
Mm-hmm.
domestically, so it's kind of a business transaction too with getting the joint bank account. So whatever works for you, if it's to put your significant other on your insurance, absolutely. I think that is, and especially if you guys are cohabitating and sharing bills, yeah, let's
Mm-hmm.
put the money in there.
Right.
But with the joint bank accounts, do you feel like if you get a bi-weekly weekly checkout, does it go into your personal account or does it go into the joint account?
Whatever y'all decide. It may be different for different folks, different strokes, different folks. If somebody's making significantly more, then I feel like it's kind of only fair that they put more in the bank account. It's just a proportion situation, right? So we can't do 50-50 if the ration is 70-30 houseway, right? Like just to make it fair and equitable, I think you just put what y'all sit down and decide and looked at, and I think it also goes with being transparent about
What you really
what you
make,
got.
and yeah.
What do you have, or what are you willing to contribute to our life, basically? And it could, y'all define that. But I think there definitely needs to be an element of collaboration when it comes to the money. However you slice it.
Okay. Okay.
It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you feel about having joint social media accounts?
I hate it. Fucking hate it. Hate it with a passion. Hate it. Hate it.
Somebody from our school has that.
They do. I know exactly what you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about. Yes. I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
Because I don't want to talk. I don't know if I don't know your significant other, I'm not gonna ever comment on your page because I don't know who was really running this page. And for that person, I don't think they're running the page. I think it's the significant other who's running the page. So I wanted to comment, but I'm like, I don't know their significant other. I don't want to. Hate it. And for me, I don't know, and it may not be. It just to me it gives insecurities.
Really?
That's what I get out of it. Like you want to make sure that nothing foul play is going on, so we're gonna share this one account, and that's what happens.
Just like the other episode, you got work from home sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? If that translate over into the internet world, you know.
Stop. We're not about to do this for these questions. I'm not playing with you today.
But I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. But I don't hate it.
I hate it.
In some instances, it's kind of cute. Like, oh, okay, yeah, cute, y'all together, yeah, kiki.
Boo, tomatoes.
But it's whatever. I don't feel strongly one way or another. I wouldn't do it though.
Hate it.
That's a lie. I tried to do it on TikTok.
Okay. I can see a TikTok because if you're it's like so content creators have
Yeah.
joint pages, things like that for a content creator page like a TikTok or Instagram or things like that. I can handle that. It's the Facebook, which is more of a personal account type situation. Like this is your personal. So I don't want to see Joe Blow and Mary Mo as their pay. Like I don't want that. That is, and they your name long as shit. One damn combined ass name. Shit is dumb as fuck.
Well, okay. Well, what if they combined
I don't
it
give a fuck.
like Joe
No.
Melly? You feel me? Something like that. That's cute and short and combined versus Joseph and
Hate it. If you want to do it, so my friend's father, may he rest in peace, did not have social media, but he would get on his wife's page and just go troll everybody from his wife's page.
why would you do that?
Dree's dead.
Oh, he never trolled me.
What? I got trolled all the time.
Oh, I don't know about that. I got trolled in real life.
Yeah, of course I got trolled in real life. Like I told him social media, but yeah, like he would go on page. I went to your church today. I was looking for trouble. No trouble was there. I'm like, this is not even your page. Why are you here? But yeah, so to me that was cute that he would go on her page and just make comments, but you knew it was a difference in the tone of the conversation. Who was the one doing it? So that was cute to me, but no, I don't like these people. I hate it.
Okay. Good job.
How do you feel about ultimatums in relationships?
Do what you gotta do. Do what you got to do. If it's a deal breaker for your ass, let that person know it's this or that.
I agree. I definitely 100% agree with that one because if you give the person that listen, I can't handle it. So it's either me or that. So I feel like it doesn't leave any error for question.
Yeah. So, but let's take this one a step further and say ultimatums to get married. You know how women be like, you got to marry me by this day or I'm leaving. Do you feel the exact same way? Like, yeah, do that? Or do you feel like that man needs to do it on his own time?
For that, I think it's a different conversation. I don't think the conversation should be you need to do it this by this day or I'm leaving. I feel like what is our plans for marriage? Is this what we both want to? Is this what you want to do? Is this what you want for your life? I want marriage, and I don't have a lot more years that I'm willing to wait. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's not an ultimatum. It's not, you got to give it to me by this date or whatever. Because I truly feel like I'm not ever going to force a man to marry me. Because when he knows he wants to get married, he will. But I'm also at 41, not dating anybody who, because by the time this age come out, it may be the day before or after my birthday. I'm not going to sit in a situation where I know somebody doesn't want to get married at this point, and that's what I desire is to be married.
So you'll just walk away. You wouldn't say you better do this or I'm leaving. You're just gonna say you're not doing this, so I'm out.
I think I'm gonna set those expectations from the beginning. Like I'm dating with intention, with purpose. And if it's one of those things, like with my ex, I feel like he got me a ring and proposed to shut me the fuck up. So I don't want that ever again. I don't want it because you feel like I deserve it because you've been shit for so long that I feel like you deserve it. So I'm gonna give you a ring to hush you the fuck up. I don't want that. So therefore my outlook is different. Like I'm going into situations like, listen, yes, I do desire to be married. What are do you want to be married? And if we're going in that direction, I don't feel like I'm going to put a date on it. Like my expectations and thoughts on marriage are completely different than they used to be. Or like I may elope at this point where I used to be one of the big wedding type situation. So yeah, I don't want to ever feel like I don't want to force somebody. I want it to be somebody's natural.
But how long are you willing to work with this? person, right? Because if you said in the beginning, all right, hey, we're dating, cool, but marriage is the end game, and
I'm
they're
not
like,
giving
okay,
nobody
cool,
another 10 years. I'm not giving
okay,
nobody at 41. I'm not giving nobody, I may not even give people another 5 years. I may give you 2 to 3 years of my life.
okay,
Unless somebody creates the perfect environment for me where I feel that it's not 100% necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm.
I am at peace where we are and my outlook changes or something like that. But,
So
and I don't even know what that would look like for me.
okay,
So,
I was gonna ask you about that.
yeah,
Like,
I don't even know what that would look like. I just,
okay, interesting, interesting. All right, all right. What is the most romantic thing you've ever done for someone?
I am not romantic. I don't know.
Dang.
I'm not romantic. I don't. You answer first. I'm gonna try to come up with something. Maybe I can jog a memory.
Damn, I'm not really ready for my own question.
Mm.
Let me think. What's the romantic that I've done first? Or most romantic thing I've done? Child, romantic. I don't know.
How you gonna ask a question you can't even come up with an answer
Yeah,
for?
I don't. I don't know. I don't like a most romantic thing is hard because I be doing a lot of little stuff that I think is romantic, but most of it involves like lingerie.
I feel like your husband's
Uh,
gift was your boudoir photo shoot was the romantic gift.
was it?
Well, that was a gift. That's a gift. I don't know. It's a romantic thing.
Mm-hmm. That you've done for someone.
Once again, I'm not romantic, so I don't know. Like
I know the most romantic thing I've gotten, but for me to do for someone else,
do guys look for romance?
I think they like to get a little. They don't need it all day every day.
Let us know. Like y'all like the romantic type stuff.
I
Like
think they appreciate a little
what does
effort.
a good romantic thing look like for you?
Yeah, I think they appreciate a little effort, a little something to make them feel appreciated or special, or whatever, loved.
Like I don't know. I guess because my my love language is acts of service, so I'm always doing something to show somebody I love them with acts of service, little things. So I don't know.
Oh, I have one, but it's not with my husband. So I don't know. Uh, I don't even want to share this.
Okay, we're not gonna share it.
Okay.
We're not tainting relationships.
Okay.
That's not what this podcast is about. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Okay. Cool.
I have a question.
Next question.
So it's not even on here. I just thought of this
Go
question.
ahead.
What do you feel about open relationships? If your husband came to you and was like, babe, I want an open relationship.
What does that mean? And so that means I'm open too. We both open.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at this stage, no. Maybe after like the kids are grown out the house and we're feeling like, let's do something. Maybe I'd be more open, like, okay, let's talk about this. But like that's giving I need extra energy to engage in that. I don't have extra energy for that type of stuff right now. The other part of it is why is there something lacking that you're looking for that you feel like I'm not able to provide? Um, and if so, what is that? Have we talked about it already? Have you tried? Have we tried and failed? And now you're like, well, I have to have this element from someone else. And then is it going to be fair? Because am I looking for something that you ain't got too? So now when you out being open, I also feel like, okay, yeah, I'm open too because I got reason to be open. It's a lot that I would need to understand. And I think there's a lot that we would need to lay out in terms of rules or boundaries and guidelines and expectations and shit like that. Because if that's not done right, marriage over with. That's how I see it. If it's not done right and we're not on the same page, over with. And I don't know, I'm just gonna pull up a stat or something about the success of open marriages. Because what percentage of people that consider themselves in an open marriage feel like it's good and it's working and are happy about it being open? I don't know anybody in an open marriage. I know people who have proposed to have open marriages and then they closed it back up. I was just like, oh, this is dumb. So I don't know if it works. Like, where's the evidence that it's going to work? Like, what's the benefit of this? How is it going to help us in our marriage for it to be open?
I don't know if I would want my marriage to be open.
Mm-hmm.
I probably could deal with a relationship being open more so than a marriage.
Okay.
Um, if this is a conversation where we're missing something, we're doing something, but once again, you don't want to open doors that you don't want to close. I mean, that you don't want me to have open too. So if we're opening a relationship, you be able to handle what you sending out. Um, but two, I just feel like people need to, if that's what works for your relationship, and you need to revisit it to stick together or something. If you've been together umpteen thousand years, you know what I'm saying? You got together when you were really young, and you've been together, and you only 40, and you've been with somebody over half your life, and you feel like sometimes people just feel like they're missing something.
Mm.
And I love you, I want to be with you, but I'm yearning something, I'm missing something. Maybe sometimes they need to see. So maybe sometimes they may need to, okay, let's explore this. Let's explore what you're feeling and go out here and try it. And it may get out there and be like, oh, this shit is dumb because it's ghetto as fuck. Out here. And that may be what brings them stronger to appreciate them. Yeah. So it's, and like you said, defining the rules and things like that to see what it is and does it work for you all's life. Like small children, that's just not gonna work with for real. You know what I'm saying? Like where's mommy going? She never goes anywhere without you. Or where's daddy going? Like that doesn't make sense. But I feel like people need to do what's best for them, but it needs to be agreed upon. Now, if it was, and especially if there was never any infidelity before in the relationship. If there was a cheater always talking about, well, I want to go have an open relationship, but you don't want to be open ass outside somewhere by yourself back in the day because you just want to be fucking free.
But I think in some instances, if y'all are both emotionally mature enough, do it.
I agree. I feel like people go off of what society thinks is the norm for their relationships instead of defining what's normal and what's okay for you in your relationships. Like some marriages, they do feel like, let's have an open marriage. Let's do, if you see somebody, just be honest and let me know. And that may work for them. It may not work for you. It may not work for me, but defining what works for you, not letting society dictate what works for you. So, yeah.
Okay. I have one. Do you believe in soulmates?
I ain't seen that nigga. I do believe some people are just 100% compatible and meant to be, and like they're just mesh. They just when you see them, they're like yin and yang, but it just intertwines so perfectly. The couple that I was talking about on another episode, they've been together since middle school. I truly believe they are like soulmates. Like even when they're mad, you can tell they still love each other type situation. I think they broke up once and he was devastated because she had a boyfriend and he bought her a cake. She bought him a birthday cake. And he like, I still ain't got a birthday cake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he says like, she makes me better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like those are like, they are soulmates and they don't even have any children and it's just them and they just, and they just, it's just them and they've been together over half their lives. They just going through life together, and I think those are like soulmates. Yeah. So I do think it's possible to have a soulmate.
Do you feel like there's only one, or you can have multiple soulmates?
That's a hard one because if your original soulmate passed, it may be in that you may find somebody else that intertwines with your soul like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like friends can be soulmates. Like
Mm-hmm.
like you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like my friends are my soulmates. I tell people all the time, like I want the male version of Mel and Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause that would be my soulmate. Like you know what I'm saying. Like they match my soul. Like I know those two people are never going anywhere, no matter how much I try to push them away. I can't imagine, not having them. You know, like that.
Can we go back?
No, bitch, I'm not really trying to push you.
The soulmate question is interesting because me and my husband think we're soulmates. You seen the Adjustment Bureau movie?
Never even heard of it.
Adjustment Bureau is a movie where basically this bureau is traveling through time and trying to like shift and change the timeline and change instances and stuff like that, all to make sure that this couple ends up together. Because whatever they were supposed to do together, I don't remember like why or what, but it was based around the whole movie. You don't realize it until like towards the end. You're like, for y'all to just be together, that's the whole point. Because it was so important for them to be together, and like all these forces
So
were.
spoiler alert. Okay, cool.
Yeah, basically. Oh damn. Well, so all these people, all of these things were happening to keep them or push them and nudge them together. And so he told me one time, like, what if it's like that? Because we just feel like we're always getting nudged
y'all love
together.
story is crazy. So I mean, forces were working. So
Yeah.
you just I could okay.
Right. And we're like, maybe it's something because we got to raise one of these kids to do something to change the world. We just feel like there's something bigger at play here because it's crazy. So I definitely do believe in soulmates, and I be telling him like, bruh, so if I die or if you die, that's it. Ain't nobody else. Let's go. Come on, bro. What's up? You really like? I ain't got nothing for these hoes or the boo boo. I ain't got nothing for them. So I don't know. He seems like he's not open, but like you can. I was like, if I'm gone, you're gonna have to. I would prefer for you to open up to the idea of somebody else, but he ain't trying to hear it.
Well, if something happened to him, just know I'm gonna encourage her to go date after so long. Okay, just so we know. Yeah, you should go date. Okay.
I think he would date, but he's not gonna like.
Oh, he may never marry. I don't think
Again.
you would ever marry again if something happened. Like I can't see you marrying again.
Yeah.
No, I don't see that.
Okay. It's your turn.
How do you feel about being friends with exes?
No.
Next Work question. From home.
Next question, please. That's something that we actually, when we first got together, we decided we're not gonna be exes with. Friends with exes. That was a rule we laid down in the beginning.
Okay. I'm not friends with any of my exes if they are alive. I don't even claim them. Not even the one I have a child with. Yeah, I had to get to a place where I would keep them around and be like, oh, blah blah blah. But it was no, I don't want you to be my friend. You didn't deserve my friendship. You didn't want my friendship when we were together, so you don't deserve it when we're not. So no, what the fuck is that bitch sir nigga need to be around for? You don't. Have a seat.
Yeah. What do you feel is the biggest misconception that people have about love?
That is fucking butterflies and sunshine all the damn time, and it don't take work. I think that is the big. I feel like love is two people who are totally different coming together and compromising. And I feel like people want shit their way all the time because people are fucking narcissists. And they want the perfect relationship. And not perfect. I feel like love is perfectly imperfect. And what was the question that I answered?
What is the biggest misconception people have about love?
Yeah, so that's, I feel that it's easy and it's perfect, and you know, it's not.
Yeah. We're watching Marriage at First Sight. That's our show we're watching now. And a lot of them are going into these blind marriages with this idea of what they think marriage is.
That's been out a while now, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the first episode I said is at your mom's house.
Yeah, it's on like season teen something. Yeah. So we just was like, oh, let's see what's up.
Sorry, y'all, I'm struggling.
So we started watching it, and I think we're watching season 13 right now, or something like that.
Did y'all start with 1?
No, we did not.
Oh, okay.
We just picked up season. Anyway, I feel like a lot of them, the marriages fail because they are so attached to what they have envisioned a marriage to be that they can't see what's in front of them in terms of the value of the person there and what it could be. So, you know, like, I don't know, movies and stuff fantasize this love story like happily ever after. That's not where the story ends, fool. That's where the story began. That's where the story started. Like, okay, y'all got together. Then what? What's that journey looking like? Right? We emphasize the journey of wooing her, falling in love, the butterflies, and they get together happily ever after.
Yeah, what now? It's fucking ghetto. But that once again, that's what the fairy tales have brought us to believe. So that's what we think is true, and that shit is not real. We don't know Cinderella when she got the beast, he whooped her ass. Bruh. She used to be a motherfucker. I mean, that wasn't Cinderella. That's Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. Like, you never know that if her happily ever ended was really a happily ever after, because you don't know.
Yeah.
So, all right. Damn. Oh, all right. So we could never publicize your proposal and how it went. So if you could have the perfect proposal, what would your perfect proposal look like?
I have not envisioned a perfect proposal because I didn't want to be proposed to. So I don't have one in my head like, oh my God, I've envisioned this. Like, I would have to now sit here and think of it, think it up. I don't know. I don't have a perfect proposal. I think the perfection would just be me knowing that I love this person, and yeah, I do want to spend the rest of my life with them. But if I'm being honest, I wasn't sure when my husband proposed. I wasn't sure. I was like, you say what now? So
that video will never come out.
Yeah. So I don't know what a perfect proposal would have looked like for me.
That's crazy.
I just didn't have one. It wasn't
a thing, because literally days before me and her were talking about, I was like, what if he proposes? She's like, you wouldn't do that shit.
Because we had just talked about it like a month before that.
She was like, you wouldn't do that shit. You know, I want to get married. No, he wouldn't do that.
Just talked about it. And I was like, oh my God. Because we had just gotten to such a wonderful place where we had went like a full year without no toxic shit, no cussing out, no, no breakups, craziness. It was good. I was like, I'm so proud of us. I was just good with stabilizing and being in a good space and seeing where that took us. So we talked about it in like November. You feel me? And I thought we was on the same page. Clearly we were not. So I don't know. I don't have a perfect proposal. What about you? You got one?
So it's funny because my perfect proposal used to be, because I'm an event planner. So in my mind, everything is an event. It's a production. It used to be. I don't think I would want this now, where he surprises me with an event. Like, I'm going to the event, and it was a proposal, and it was all my family and friends there. And this was a fancy type event. But one, I struggle with being surprised because I'm nosy as fuck. So if you get away with some shit like that, more power to you. But at 41, I don't feel like it looks like that no more.
Okay.
I feel like I could do a private proposal. I don't need all my friends and family there, but I'm not mad at if my friends or family are there. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a big, it's a big hoorah, it's a lot of people in putting it on you because I'm not mad. But make sure you have the right people there for the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who are close to me. Don't have a bunch of randomers. I'll be mad as fuck. Like, why are they here? So yeah, I just want it to be thoughtful. If you're proposing to me, I want it to be thought about what I would like and what would mean the most to me in the proposal.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you think long distance relationships can work?
No.
Finish that.
Oh, go.
I'm done. Work. Do you think they can work?
I think there's a possibility they can work with goal setting at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we on a mode. Like, I feel like it has to be a solid relationship. It can't be one that has ever dealt with infidelity because then you're gonna deal with jealousy, and distrust. I feel like a strategic plan of how often we're going to see each other, things like that need to be put in place because you know your partner's needs. Like, so if your partner is a very sexual person, how long are they going to go without sex? You know what I'm saying? If your person is a very needy attention person, how long are they going to go without, the desire of feeling wanted and needed? You know what I'm saying? Or feeling love. So, I mean, it could work. It just takes a lot of work and people have to be willing to put in the work. And I just feel like in this day and age, people are fucking lazy, and it's easier to just be like, "I'm gonna cheat on you," and then make you believe that it's good.
I think they could work short term. I don't think they could work long term. Like, we've been together for 5 years, long distance. You lie.
No.
You a lie. That ain't you.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I think maybe a year, maybe two. Like, if you, like you said, if they're putting in the effort and putting in the work and they're able to visit, and maintain the physical aspect. But like beyond that, what are we doing?
Especially if it's like for a goal and you guys got us, like, say for instance, okay, it's not, we got a family. It's not up to, I can't uproot my family and go here right now. So you got to go over here and finish school or something. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that or something. But it can't be just like, I met you and we living apart, or you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I met you online and we're living. Well, people do things like that. Because remember, the one girl went to school, she met her husband on OKC, and he lived in London or something, and they got married. They traveled back and forth across the country. They got married. He moved here. They made it work.
Yeah. How long was that? Do you know how long it took between the time they met and he moved?
It was some years, I think. But you definitely saw them going back and forth through the pictures. Like, but I can't say exactly how long it was. But yeah.
Yeah, and I think if there's a lot of visiting, it could still be okay. But like, come on. Come on. Your turn.
Yes.
Okay. What you got for me?
What is your favorite way to show affection?
Hugs and snuggles. And kisses and stuff. Like stuff like this. My favorite one.
You didn't have to demonstrate on me.
Yes, I did. For the YouTubers. Well, we are the YouTubers. For the YouTube people watching YouTube.
Subscribers?
Yes. That's my favorite way to show affection.
I think if I really, really like in an intimate situation, if I really, really like it, that's just it. If you are my man, Like I'm not a kisser. Like I kiss you, I tell you I love you. Um, I'm not a big cuddler because I get hot really fast, but I will cuddle with you. Like I will wrap up and be in bed and wrap legs and intertwine legs and sleep and things like that. And I'm very big on if I love you, I'm gonna tell you I love you all the time. So that's like my way of like affection. Like I love you. And telling you like, oh my God, what would I do without you?
I feel like I haven't heard that in a while.
Did I love you?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, next question. I love you, Mel. I love you, Anita.
Boy, how do you? Is my turn?
Yes.
How do you feel about blind dates? Getting set up on blind dates.
I don't like fucking surprises, right? Don't like surprises. I don't.
It don't have to be a full surprise. They can describe the person. And you have a, some level.
I mean, they can show me a picture if they want to, so I can know who I'm meeting. But am I going? What does blind mean? Am I going into this without a conversation?
Correct. No conversation. Never met. You're gonna go to some place. You're gonna sit down, and you're gonna be like, "Hello, my name is Shawny. What is your name? Nice to meet you." And then you start talking.
The thought of that just gave me anxiety.
Oh no, baby.
No, I have control issues. I don't want to.
But what if that's your person and you're gonna miss out?
I fucked up.
Damn.
I think I would try it once. Try it once and be like, I did it. I went on this fucking blind ass date and shit was horrible. Or it was great, either or. I would try it once, but I'm just not, my control issues get the best of me. Like, wait, what? So you said I can't talk to him? I just gotta show up here and sit down and be like, hey.
Yeah.
So I could never go on them dumbass shows. Never. How about you?
You missing out on opportunities.
Have you been on a blind date before?
No. Never been on a blind date before. But I would be open to it. I'm always looking for a story.
Yes, the fuck she is.
Like, girl, you missed out on that story. You ain't got that story to tell. Talking about no. One of my friends had opportunity in a lifetime.
Thought it was not a great opportunity for her.
It was, and I'm like,
she was set up. No,
your story is whack now.
That's the first time I heard you say she ain't got no story.
You got no story to tell, bro. Your story trash. But yeah,
I would try it once. I would say just to say I did it. Like I went on a blind date and to see if I liked it or not, because you don't really know until you try something. I guess I want to do speed dating one day. So that, I mean, I guess it's the same type of situation. It's a bunch of little mini blind dates.
Yeah, I've done that.
You done speed dating?
Mm-hmm.
Was it fun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, nothing came of it though.
Of course, because you married Jay.
Well, I mean, not even just marrying somebody, just hitting it off with somebody that I actually liked.
Was it people of color in that?
Mm-hmm. What you mean?
It was black people, because I be seeing white people in Michigan. I see a bunch of white people putting on this shit.
No. Come on.
The ones that was black people always will get canceled because not enough participants.
No. It was black people.
Okay.
I'm not doing
that. How important is physical attraction in a relationship?
Very important. It's got to be some level of physical. Like I gotta want to look at you and feel like, la la. Other than that, what we doing? If I had to put a number on it, 9.
On a 10 scale?
Yeah. It's important. It is important. I need to be like, ooh la la. Man. So with my hubby, I was not physically attracted to him in the beginning. He was dusty as hell, right?
This nigga said dusty.
Dusty. I tell him all the time, he was dusty. And it wasn't until we started working at the same place. And he used to come to my desk. And so I would sit and my desk would face like the hallway that you have to turn and you have to walk towards me. He used to be cutting them corners, baby. With his little colorful ass shirts, his little bow tie, his little arms. He'd be like, You're not so dusty no more. That's when I started having eyes for him.
She done called him. I'm about to change that nigga name in my phone to Dusty.
No, you why you bring up old shit? That's done. No longer that. He's no longer that. And so that was the first, like, okay, let me see, let me entertain, see what this is about. But if there's no physical, ain't nothing popping off. Unless you make me fall for your personality and you make me laugh hard.
That's where I was going with this. Like, so, like, I'm like, so your type before your husband was not your husband.
No.
That was not your type. Like, you didn't even like big niggas. And her husband is he's buff. He works out. So that wasn't your type. So you had to fall in love with his personality or fall in love with something first of making you laugh or something for you to even start looking at him like that, because he wouldn't have caught your eye originally because that ain't your type.
And he was dusty.
Yes. I've never met him as dusty.
Yeah, because by that time
he
got his life together.
Now, the first time I seen him, I literally did not be like, who? Which one?
But the other thing too, like, you know, me and him have always had like a connection. You know, we were always cool. We were friends, quote unquote. Basically, we was in friend zone, and he was just playing on the sidelines, waiting for his time. And so, so I already liked him as a person. You know, we had fun together and shit like that. So that was basically the foundation of.
And then he got some swag, and she was.
Then he got some swag, and he dusted himself off, baby.
You don't quit calling.
He dusted himself off, baby, with his little express shirts. Yes, ma'am.
For me, my mama told me once you done having kids, no matter what they look like. But I'm not having any more children. I do have to be able to look at you. I have been more open to going outside of my box of what my type is, because where does that get me heartache and pain? So and low key, they weren't even my type. Like, really, it was like, I don't like that. But I'm more open because I know people who married or dated outside, and they have the best relationships ever. Like, when they stop trying to go for their type and they went for the person who was really pursuing them, really putting in the work, they had like much better relationships. So, and I know several like married years and years and years. So, you know, I'm open to, you ain't got to be a 10 on my list, but you got to be like a 7.
Yeah.
A 6. I got to be able to look at you.
Right.
I can't not look at you. And if your personality, even if your personality is great, you're going to literally push up on the scale anyway. Like, I'm fucking goofy as fuck. So if you come in, you making me laugh or whatever, and you got some swag, you liable to only have been a 5 and I still fuck with you. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. How do you feel about sharing each other's passwords in relationships?
I dream of the day I could share a password. I dream of the day. I dream of the day where my nigga's not putting his phone in his drawers to go to sleep.
What? Please tell me that's what happened. You just talking shit.
It would be in his shorts when he went to sleep.
What? So he's not charging this shit overnight?
I don't know when to fucking charge his phone.
Oh my.
I dream of the day where passwords can be shared and I can leave my phone. You can see it, read it, touch it. I dream of that day. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. I think once you get married, it's a convenience thing. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, where my phone at? Where your phone right? Boom, boom, boom. I need to do whatever type of thing, you know? It's like, yeah.
Yeah. With my ex, I couldn't even, if my phone was somewhere and I'm like, hey, let me use your phone to call my mama or whatever, that motherfucker would go get my phone before he let me use his phone. Like, that's the type of shit I dealt with. So I actually dream of the day where you know. Here you go, babe.
Mm.
Or me just pick it up and use it.
Yeah.
What is your idea of the perfect romantic getaway?
Me and my husband.
That's all you need.
That's it. Just us. No, nobody else. No other people. No kids. Nobody else. Just me and him. That's all I need.
That was easy. Me and somebody I like on a beach.
Mm.
Beaches are my favorite place to like travel to. So yeah, that's what I think we will be back. Or if you take me to my dream vacation, which is Thailand.
Still ain't been home.
Traveled all that fucking around the world last year. Did not go to Thailand. It's crazy, right? Fucking crazy.
Very crazy.
That's the trip I should have fucking planned.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it was the Notebook is one of my favorite movies. It's on my probably top 5, whatever. And in there, she says something about they're like in the water. She says something about a bird being a bird something, and he's like, "If you're a bird, I'm a bird." So I say that to him all the time. He'd be like, "What you want to do?" I was like, "Whatever. If you're a bird, I'm a bird." Basically, whatever
you rocking, I'm rolling.
Wherever, yeah. That got me fucked up when I was watching Chop Night. Want to though. You gotta have some limits on that. On that note, wrap it up.
That is a wrap. Thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of A Boldly Untitled. I hope you got some insight on our bold questions and how we think and how we operate. You'll see more bold questions. And if you have a bold question you want featured on an episode of Boldly Untitled, email us at boldlyuntitledpodcast@gmail.com, and we will politely get there on there, as well as your listener letters. Those were great, and we were glad to have them this season. So deuces. Way too high. Way too high.
What you mean? You gotta be hype.
For the people, that's what they want.
For the people.
I'm tired.
Push through. Dig deeper.
Do you have a topic or question for Melly Mel and Shawny? Well, email us at boldlyuntitledpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at boldly_untitled_, on Facebook at Boldly Untitled Podcast, and on YouTube at Boldly Untitled Podcast.